G'day. 2 more great beaches south of Western Australia and a couple of van upgrades and a haunted house. I know what you're probably thinking, but bear with me. You won't see any woo figures floating anywhere, but you will hear some really weird sounds as I film these old dilapidated buildings. Anyhow, let's go. Hey, noticed anything different about the van? No, you're right, it's probably not that obvious, but I've got 3 new solar panels on the roof, woohoo, and hot water service that works, and I've doubled the size of my water container that I can drive around with, so that's all pretty exciting. And I've got some other diddly dongs inside the van as well. If you wanted to check out the solar panels, then don't walk up here. Check out the new solar panels. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Oh well, lots of power coming my way for free, although it did cost a little bit of money to put them up here. Another little mod I got done to the van is with the stone stomper. My original legs, when they come down, they take up quite a big area and they can rub on the stone stomper themselves. So I cut them off, got rid of them. But basically they're off, and now I put on these are classic just drop down legs. But here's a little tip for you, random tip. The old wheel brace that I carry and I use pretty much all the time if I'm undoing the nuts on the van, or the car rather, in fact both. This actually fits onto the little nut on there. You know how normally you would just have a special caravan one and you put it on and you wind it. Instead of having your socket on the end of a drill, one of these, which a lot of people have, this is what I use for undoing the nuts on the car and on the van. And now on the leg. So there's various sizes. Just pop it on and spin it around, and you can get them this type up and down in a minute. So there's an idea. Just arrived in Munginlup Beach. Beautiful little spot. So there's Munginlup Caravan Park back probably about 5 kilometres, but just keep going straight down to the beach. And I'm now very, very close. I can hear the waves. So I think I'm probably about, I don't know, a couple of 100 metres up a track and over the sand dunes. But great little place, and yeah, looking forward to a day or 2 here. Beautiful. You notice in WA there's lots of ups at the end of it. The name, apparently that means gathering place. So it's Munginlup, gathering of the Mungans, I guess. Oh, I don't know. Beautiful area. It's about 24 degrees. I'm feeling good. Well, there you have it, Fanny Cove. It's quite a drive to get here, four-wheel driving, but as they always say, and it's very, very true, it's in the journey, it's not necessarily where you're going. This is very nice. It's very similar to where I've just come from, an hour and a quarter back that way. But lovely drive, fun drive, and as you can see, very rugged coast, and it would have taken the two brothers, Moir brothers, John and Alexander, a bit of a while to get here on horseback, that's for sure. It's definitely a bit wild. Beautiful. Weather is quite mild, almost cool, and quite a breeze. There you go, Fanny Cove. Just wanted to share this little homestead I stumbled upon. I'm literally on the crossroads of the path that the council have laid out, which is very, very nice. Strange, I've never seen this sort of path before. I won't go on about the paths, but just quickly, it's like rubber or an asphalt type of thing that's just laid out for a long, long path. I'm a bit worried it might be slippery in the wet, so if you're coming here, do be careful. The other thing you do need to be careful of is there's lots of signs all over the place, swarms of bees, and wearing the kilt, I'm just a little bit vulnerable, as it were. In 1873, John and Alexander were given a lease by the government of 14,000 acres to do what they wanted. So they decided to graze sheep. And the other thing they decided to do was they would do burn-offs at different areas all the time, just so that they could keep the grazing going successfully. So with the wool, they sent them off to England for a bit of a profit. And the other thing they were sending off at the same time was cedar. And this place is, well, it doesn't have that much left now, but there's lots of cedar. You can smell it in the air. It's just beautiful. The other thing that's amazing around here, which is just so typically Western Australia, is these bottle brush. They're just magnificent. And there you can also see this giant fig tree, which is just near the main homestead. Notice in the old homesteads that, because they obviously didn't have central heating, but they had, the fireplace was usually split. The chimneys are 1, 2 and 3 in different homesteads. So you had a fire in each of the rooms. So that's pretty amazing. The other amazing thing is, while I'm here, literally land and time has forgotten and just let it all go back to its natural state. And I passed 3 lots of kangaroos who were just totally indifferent to me. They were just standing, one was standing there with little baby Joey, another one was a big male lying down having a bit of a snooze, got up on his haunches a bit and then just went back to sleep. I'm assuming he was sleeping and not sick. I'm sure he was fine. Just fantastic. So yeah, do beware of the bees, and also if you're coming and you've got some walking problems, be careful. There are some trip hazards here. I don't see any occupational health signs up, beware, beware, but they definitely talk about the bees. So beware. Well, there you have it. I hope that wasn't too far left field for you. Hope you enjoyed those 2 beaches. Lovely beaches. Western Australia's beaches are really outstanding. I love the colour of the water. You really will not see that colour right around Australia, only in Western Australia. And yeah, I hope you loved the videos. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't worry about subscribing. I'll let that one rest this week. If you think it's worth sharing, please do. Until next time, this is Paul Wheel Drive, signing off.